This is Tamara with the Knitting Lab, and this is the second video in the series I produced for a class for toe-up socks. So what I have here is this itty-bitty sock toe, but the lesson I'm going to teach you really is not where you would, this is not where you would be starting it, but we're just using this as the sample. So in the class, we're going to be making a, we're going to finish our toe and work until our toe is 3 inches shy of the total length of our foot. And then we're going to start increasing on one of the needles only to make what we're calling a gusset. And what's going to happen is you work the toe and you work up to the end of the foot where your ankle is going to be starting. And you're going to start increasing the bottom fabric, and that's going to eventually form the sides of your heel. So we're going to be increasing all along the side. So what I want to show you is the increases that we're using are a little different than what we used to create the toe. And we're using a make one left and a make one right. And the abbreviation is M1L for make one left and M1R for make one right. And I'm going to show you what those increases look like right now. So when you get to your gusset, it's going to tell you on round 1 to knit across all the stitches on needle 1, and on needle 2 to knit 1, make 1 left, knit to the last stitch, make 1 right, and knit 1. And then round 2 you just knit the entire round. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what those increases look like because you already know how to knit across the whole needle. So I'm going to knit a stitch, and I'm going to do a make 1 left, and I'm going to do it a few times for you. I'm going to take my right needle and I'm going to go in from the back to front and scoop it up. And then I'm going to take my left needle and I'm going to just stick it under that strand. I'm going to wrap the yarn around the back needle and I'm going to bring that to the front. And at the base there's a little X of the yarn crisscrossing. And the strand that's on top is angled to the left. And that's why we call this one a make one left. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take my right hand needle. I'm going to scoop the strand that's running between the stitches. Now on yours, you might have a much smaller area because I am using larger needles. So my stitches are a little more spaced out. So you're going to take that right needle, scoop it up from the back, get it on the needle. The left needle goes into the front, scoops it up, I wrap the yarn around the back needle, and I knit through the back. Make 1 left. I'm going to knit a stitch. We don't usually make 2 of those in a row, so I'm going to knit another stitch or 2. I'm going to do it again. I go in from back to front. I take the left needle. I scoop up the stitch. By the way, if you can't get in there because it's fiddly, use your thumb as a blocker and just get that needle under. The thumb kind of helps keep that strand from moving. Wrap back leg, back leg, bring it through. Again, and I did a make 1 left. I'm going to knit a few stitches and then I'm going to show you a make 1 right. I like to think when I make a make 1 right, I think I'll be right back. And that reminds me that I need to take the needle to the back. So if I want to make 1 right, I need to bring the needle in, the left needle from the back. So I think when I say I'll be right back, that means to make a make 1 right, I bring it to the back. I'm scooping that same strand. And now I'm going to knit with the right leg, with the right needle. I'm going to go into the strand. Let's see if I could get up there so you could see. I got under and then I need to pivot the needle to get in. And after doing that, I've twisted that loop and that's a make 1 right. And now you can see that the leg on top is angling to the right. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to knit a stitch or 2 to separate it. And then left needle goes from back to front, pick up the strand. The right needle knits into that just like regular knitting from left to right. And I make 1 right. I'm going to do it one more time. First I'm going to knit a couple stitches again to just create some space. Okay, the needle goes from left to right, picks up the strand, right? I said from left to right, sorry, from back to front, picks up the strand. The needle goes in from left to right to knit it. There we go, and I've knit. And that's how you make a make one left and a make one right. All right, now go practice.